with you guys. It's been around. I seen Rachel on the train, and we was like,
is she a stranger?
No.
I'm I just ran to push her on the train.
I ran into the train. Like, I mean, I know Rachel forever, but I ran into her on the train, and we caught up in like literally 15 minutes.
Wow.
And that's the type of relationship we have. So it was good to see her, and I wanted to like, I said, yo, I need you here. She came through. Those are the type of friends that I have. So I just want to appreciate you guys for definitely being here. Christmas is around the corner, so I know you guys
y'all finished Christmas
finishing your
shopping?
shopping.
I haven't gone shopping yet.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I only have one kid, so.
I just have my parents and my brother. They're simple. That's
Okay.
easy stuff.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I celebrate that way. I don't do the shopping thing.
So what do you do?
I just rather give people gifts when I love them on a Tuesday, as opposed to making me do
that's
it on a
nice.
day
I like
that is celebrated for everyone else. I'm just kind of like, it's a little too much pressure for me.
Okay.
I respect that.
I can't get with it and spend like $800 at one time, and I can spend it all, throughout the year.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Sweet
for half
things
price
every now and
off, Christmas is going to be on the 26th.
So for 50% on, I say he was born on 26, you know what I mean? 26, 27, whatever works with your schedule, the sale.
Absolutely. I'll see you on
Okay.
January 3rd.
Understandable. So let me ask you this. I mean, we all have these type of budgets when we decide to buy certain things for certain people, regardless of the people that we are dealing with or having fun with. Are there any particular like rules? Do you guys do? Like, do you have do you put a lot of thought into a gift when you're dealing with someone?
Always.
In regards of, like, it depends on y'all rocking out. If y'all rocking out heavy, of course you're gonna put that extra emphasis into it. But if it's something new and fresh, and obviously the holidays is coming around, are you just gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna be some pussy.
How new and how fresh?
Well, that's
the question for y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
What would be the limit?
If we're just dating, you're getting a Merry Christmas. But if we're in a relationship, like a year, I'm getting you a gift.
Okay.
See, and I'm just the opposite. It really depends on how we're vibing.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
if I'm feeling you and I like you, it could be a week, it could be a month, and I'm gonna do something. Even if it's, just me taking you out to dinner, or maybe getting you a gift card to a spa, or giving you a massage myself, or something like that, something thoughtful. It's gonna be something.
So you heard.
If I like
Damn. Yeah, I'll be a gift.
I've just always been like that, though.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up.
Now, the unfortunate part, though, is that a lot of guys don't receive it that way, right?
Okay.
They assume that you're this extra giving person, and then they start to take advantage.
Right.
And then you have to scale it back.
In what way though?
They
Having
start to expect more. Exactly. They have higher
Interesting.
expectations, or they ask for things that they wouldn't normally ask for from other people.
Okay.
And you have to say, yeah, it's enough for me. Though. I had one guy after like a month. He thought his dick was great. It wasn't.
Ah, but
He
did you
asked
tell
me-
him?
Tell us
Oh,
more.
absolutely.
Okay. There we go. Go on. Continue.
He was like, "Oh, you gonna fall in love with this dick?" I was like, "Yeah, no, not today, bro." But anyway,
You have to be.
he asked me about.
Yeah.
You do,
Yeah.
because then guys don't know how to please you if you're like making all these noises for no reason.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
like it's still dry down there, sweetheart. You got to do more.
Alright, so
Yeah.
let me ask you this. I mean, I feel like everybody is a master of their craft of what they like the most, you know. And if you're dealing with someone that you are interested in and you are curious about having sex with this person not say long term, but obviously you're sticking around for a season. Are you expecting that person to understand your likings to that fast point, or do you prefer them? It's like a scale test. Like, all right, I'm gonna get to know your body type or get to know your chemistry with me eventually. But if that particular person does enough to get by or enough to your standards, and then you can see, all right, we had a good time. The sex was great, but I know it could get better. Are you going to give this guy cliff notes of what you like?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because
You're supposed to.
you should.
Well, I mean, there's
But it
selfish
depends,
ones,
right? So some guys,
Yeah.
for those guys
Yeah.
who will say, I'm the master and I do this and I do that, I'm gonna let him do his thing and I'm gonna see, if he's really a master. And if he's not, I'm gonna guide him.
So do you hate when guys are overly confident, they talk that dumb shit and it's fell for disappointment?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Do y'all?
Yes and no. See, I don't like it when they're really not.
Right.
I love it when they are. You know, when they are, it's like, oh,
You're
right?
See you again.
But do that curiosity really come out when they're promoting themselves like that?
Yes.
Yes,
Really?
it does. It
Interesting.
does. Because
Okay.
like now I want to
know.
see if you really
Yeah.
are who you say you are.
Noted.
I mean, after I got a certain age, I realized that I had to be forward and more direct and clear about what I needed.
Yes.
And handle all
Because
that
they can't read your mind.
Right.
So you
And
have
not
to
only
say what
that,
you
a lot of
want.
guys think that all women like the same thing.
And we don't.
And we
a lot of us
do
are
not.
different,
Yeah.
right? Some women like
Exactly.
foreplay, some women don't. Some women like
Oh,
to
I
talk
need
shit
it.
during sex, some women don't.
And I
Some
need
women
that
are
too.
mute, some women scream,
yeah,
so it's a
that
different,
totally
yeah.
Right.
All right, hold this whole mute thing.
Yeah,
I'm
talk about
sorry.
it.
We were talking about this last night with my group of friends. We were
Oh
talking about
my
this.
God.
Some women, yeah.
I do not like mutes. Like,
You want to know you're doing
I
something.
need to know. I
Yeah,
have communication. Like, it's who I am. I'm a people person.
I guess
So-
for those women, you got to kind of feel her body and see how she's vibing
Well, I
with
mean,
you.
me personally, I love to do that. I'm not a selfish
You're an
lover.
explorer.
I'm very explorer. I am Dora. You know,
Right.
Harlem style.
Diego.
I am Harlem style.
All right.
You know what I mean? What?
Hola.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Hola. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
You know what I mean? But,
Oh my God.
Wow.
but like real talk, like I just like it's not gonna go well. Not saying that the sex is gonna be bad. I'm still gonna perform, but I
So then
That-
what do
that's
you
a
say
form
to
of
her if you have that
communication,
woman
though.
who's
That's a form of
you?
communication.
Right.
But I mean, I like to have a little chit chat after. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you
The
know,
post-game report.
yeah.
I got that.
I like to give it like here's your wife, here's my wife. You know, I'm thirsty.
So, you don't like how was it?
I do wife her. I just say
You say
here.
here's your wife.
No, but I say here. It depends what she want me to do. Now, if I'm a regular, then you know, if I even go whatever. But I mean, I need to watch. You know what I'm saying? Here's your wife. Okay, duty noted. Next time, I got you, or maybe round 2. Hey, but
Tag me in. I'm ready.
but you know what I'm saying? I need conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's to me, I'm a thinker, and I need to understand. Like I said, my job is to make sure that you get the best experience, and I want to be able to get top 5 dead or alive, and I'm gonna pursue that. You know what I'm saying? So if you mute and there's no emotion behind it, I'm gonna get turned off.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say it's me because shit ain't, because I'm gonna go reassure myself somewhere else. But I'm gonna say like, what's the problem? Like, what is in your last experience that you felt like you wasn't able? And there's always a story behind that.
Yeah.
I hear so many stories
you're
behind
right.
that.
Yeah.
And sometimes
right.
it's trauma.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And oftentimes it's trauma, right? Whether it was
But-
sexual abuse or just something
But
that
that's why
happened that they just didn't
communication
enjoy.
is important.
Exactly.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, communication is very important because you have some women that love to talk and they watch so much porn, so they thinking that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, hit that spot.
No. I don't want all that. Don't give me a script that you have for everybody. No,
Yeah,
we're not doing
everybody
that.
else, yeah.
Only certain guys do that. When you
Yeah.
hit in that spot, that's when you get the daddy. Otherwise, it's like, okay.
I don't want the daddy,
might get
though.
nothing.
I don't want the
It depends.
daddy.
It depends. But that's a conversation you
can't
have
say
beforehand.
that.
Because
you
that's-
gotta ask.
that's
Like
such
some
a-
guys don't like to be called daddy. Some guys want to be called zaddy. Some
Zaddy, she keep on calling me Zaddy.
zaddy. Some guys don't want any of that. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
you gotta
me.
speak to that
Oh,
person.
yeah.
It's about communication,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah.
Right?
I
So
need
it really depends.
custom made material. Divine. You're in that thing. Yes. Don't get it mistaken for no other divines.
Right.
Dr. Vaughn, divine.
See, but if we just call you baby, we ain't know nothing else.
Yeah.
Nah,
that's
no,
true.
speaking of the little like baby names, what is too soon to call somebody baby, babe,
The
or?
first day you meet. I hate that. Hey,
Really?
babe. I do.
But some people talk like that.
Especially-
They
Yeah,
do to
I'm saying some
everybody.
people talk like
See,
that.
that's
I talk
different.
like that.
That's different. But
sometimes.
like when God, especially like on the dating apps.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, after you say hi, then it's hi baby. I'm not
Yeah.
your baby. I don't know you from a
Yeah.
hole in the wall. Don't call me baby. I don't like
Yeah.
that. Like that's a complete turn off, and I won't respond anymore.
Damn.
That's wild.
Shit.
There's so many things that women won't respond to in these dating apps.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
think
be
he's really
very
cute that I'll
careful.
say, you know, I really don't like that. Maybe later on.
I had
Yeah.
that experience where someone was coming on way too strong and I was just.
They
so
send you a whole
turned off.
paragraph. You're like, hold on.
Oh
Give me
yeah.
a minute.
Hi. Let me
Right.
respond. How
Right.
you doing? What should I, like, relax.
And a lot of them copy and paste because homeboys send me
Oh,
the
you
same
know.
thing twice.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's funny.
Okay.
That is funny.
Wrong girl. Sorry,
Crazy.
not me. Wrong girl.
Lazy court.
Like, you didn't see that you already sent this to me?
So basically, some guys are not creative. They have a script.
Yeah.
They do.
They gotta sell themselves. So sometimes it's a bad muscle.
But it's not even cute.
It's not, because you should be able to be.
You can edit it, like you edit your resume. Different job companies, you can edit the same script and change it up.
Yes, make it personal.
Right.
Right. Comment on something that you saw on my page, so I know you read it.
Right. Exactly.
Pay attention, fellas.
People like, oh,
Yeah.
Notes.
No.
Pay
It's like,
attention.
oh, people
I
don't
love
read.
that.
I hate those.
Yes.
Those
Pay
pages where
attention.
dudes be like, oh, just ask. People
Oh
don't
yeah,
read.
yeah.
I don't respond.
Tell me
when I
something
respond
about
to
this stuff.
you,
Just ask
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not asking
So why are
anything.
you on here then?
Exactly.
That's what a lot of women have done in their profile.
What?
I don't
Don't
Just
ask.
ask, no, just ask me.
Then you ask them a question and they mute.
Exactly.
Right.
They don't have nothing to
Right.
say.
So it responds like 2 days
While we
later.
there, blocked.
Right.
Okay.
Don't like you no more.
I don't even want red.
I have a cool question for you ladies. Let me ask you this. Now we all have our times in our life that we had one night stands, or we gave the ass up early. So cooking. When do you know when you want to cook for your guy? Like, is it a much time? Is it like when you know, like, I like him enough, or he's cool enough that I want to cook him a home cooked meal? Like, how many dates for him to have a home cooked meal?
For me, there's no set number of dates. It's all
Yeah,
about the
I
vibe.
feel like, yeah.
There you go.
Because say for instance,
That's-
we be in the summertime, like, oh, let's do a picnic. You know what? I'm gonna cook something. You
I
bring
love
the wine.
picnics.
Let's do
Right.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
it's-
it's just cooking.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah, but some.
But
see,
you know,
to
I
you,
do
it's
know a
just
lot of
cooking.
women
Yeah,
though.
that's true,
I know a lot of women who are like,
true.
oh, I
It's
don't
just
cook,
cooking.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
clean,
true.
I don't do this,
That's true.
and they have certain expectations,
That's true.
Yeah, 'cause-
which is fine to each their own.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, if I like you, here go these
Yeah.
waffles.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Right.
because some people will be like,
Right.
oh, that's something I do for my man.
Yeah.
All right, you ain't doing it for me then.
But it's not
I'll
that
never do
serious.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
I like to eat, so if I'm cooking
me
for me,
too.
I'm
This
cooking
is
for
what
you.
I'm
Right. Like, you
Yeah.
want to play? All right, we out.
Right,
Let's do
exactly.
it.
My
Yeah.
grandmother always told me never deny anybody food.
Exactly.
So I'm
Yeah.
never gonna deny you food. I
Shout
deny you
out
some
to
pussy, but I ain't gonna deny you no food.
Ooh.
Well,
But that could be food
Hey
too,
now.
but I digress.
hey now.
I
Like,
digress.
you know what? I agree.
Oh.
Yes.
Slap the hands. Slap the hands.
It's very nourishing.
That's good to know. I mean, I was always I was always curious about that. I mean, most people I came across, it's going out. Everybody's custom going out. I love to go out. I love restaurants. I love
Right.
to eat. But sometimes it's like, all right.
So I'm gonna ask the same question to y'all then.
Oh, hey now.
When do y'all decide that y'all want to cook?
That's
A lot of
like-
guys don't
that's
cook. You know
It
what I'm
seems to be
saying?
very qualitative.
Right?
as a
Exactly.
Oh.
When do women want to cook for the men? When do y'all want to cook for us?
I'll do it after the first time we get it in. I'll wake up the next morning.
Okay.
Breakfast.
So you're inviting her to your house the first
Breakfast in
time?
bed.
I mean, if the vibe is right.
Okay.
If
She
the
might
vibe
be
is
some
right.
strange lunatic.
I mean, they can be strange a year later too. So we taking chances.
You know what,
That's
That's
true.
right.
I'm just
No,
saying,
that's
they
so-
can hide it for
Where
2
we at
years.
right now in 2019, we just don't know.
Exactly.
Possible.
We taking
We
chances
just don't know.
regardless. Well,
Because
it is what
man,
it is.
listen,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm more of a dinner cooker than a breakfast guy.
Okay.
I think for me, if we are having a full day, like if we like I said, we went out, went to the movies, or we did an early rendezvous somewhere, and we was planning to come back here. I know we at that point, like, you know what, let me have something out that's defrost. I know I could cook up and I could make real quick, and then we could watch TV, get that type of indoor feel.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind cooking for anybody if they willing to, eat it. You know what I mean? So I mean, but I'm real simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, and they ask like, "You're cooking?" I'm like, "Yeah, I dib and dab. I got my favorite stuff that I like to cook."
I do enough to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was
That's
saying.
key. I did not yet, so
So what's your go-to dish for her to come back for more?
Oh, my go-to dish.
What's your go-to dish for her to come back for more?
I'm a salmon guy, so I always cook salmon.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm a simple chicken Alfredo, but I season it right. So they say. So they say.
All right. So yeah, I want to track back real quick to the holidays. Time for giving. Do you girls, or ladies? I'm sorry, you ladies. Is pussy a gift?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, because I saw
Shout out
it.
to y'all.
Because they was like,
Shout out to y'all.
no, because someone like, well,
Let me wrap this in a bow. Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
But it's not just this.
Yeah,
But like it's a whole moment leading up to that.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like, you
saying?
gotta set it up.
Yeah, you gotta set the mood, set the moment. So yes, it can be if given in the right context.
Like maybe dinner and.
I mean, yeah, like you said,
or like setting up the room,
Yeah,
you know,
nice.
setting the mood,
Yeah.
or going to a hotel and doing something special.
Yeah, that's dope. Like,
So not just what's up, I'm here. Here you go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, boo. What up?
Like,
What you gonna put a mistletoe on your birthday? Like, come on.
But yeah, it's not the gift.
Nah.
Right.
I just need to understand.
But some
what
girls
distinction
say it's. Some girls are different though, and they'll
Yeah,
say
they
this
say
is all you're
this
getting.
is the gift.
Right.
Yeah, this
Right.
is the gift.
But I'm like, damn, I had that gift like 2 days ago.
And it would have been all
Well,
like,
maybe
man.
she's gonna squeeze it a little bit tighter for you. I don't know.
She was a little tired.
I don't know. I mean, again,
I mean, if she's doing her kegels, ladies, do your kegels. For real.
I look.
Might be a different one.
Right?
I
New
love,
box in the gift
I
box.
love-
You
Right?
know?
Trust me, I would never complain about getting some loving. I mean, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Power to the loving. But again, I'm like, do y'all believe into changing things up, or are you all into role play? Like, I mean, I think in relationship wise, you should. I think it's
important.
survival.
It's
It's
important.
very important.
I believe
Absolutely.
in everything.
Because you get bored.
Everything.
So if you get
Well,
bored,
anything
Believe
you
in
do
everything.
repetitively,
I like
you get bored.
I agree.
Whether it's eating the same food, whether it's doing the same job, no matter what you're doing, you're gonna get tired of doing the same.
And you want to make it
Oh.
exciting.
Hold on, I want to hurry back to something that she just said. She said she's willing to try for the sake of relationship. Are y'all willing to do things like that for the sake of relationship, or if it's out your comfort zone, like nah, fuck that, nigga. You already know how you met.
It's out the comfort zone. You wouldn't even
So
intend-
there are a few
It
things.
depends on what it is.
Hold on,
Exactly, and that's what I was gonna say. There are a few
I would-
things that I'll say no to,
Okay.
Right.
but I'm pretty open. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
same.
open in a sexual,
Yeah.
you know.
Are there
frame.
hard nose or soft nose? Like, alright, maybe on your birthday.
So we're not doing no MF.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So yes, they are hard nosed.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't care how
agree.
hard he is.
Ooh.
Yeah, I agree.
Bars.
I agree. That should be a hashtag.
Right.
We're gonna make that a hashtag 2020.
Right? But yeah,
I
I mean,
agree.
I think in everything there's a hard no, and then there are those. You know what?
You just have to know if they are.
We'll try
Let's
this one
try
time,
it.
and then if I
Right.
like it, if I
Right,
don't,
exactly.
then
Try
that's
to see
it.
if you like it. And if you like it, you might like it a lot more than you think.
Something that you absolutely want to do. That's a recipe for disaster.
This is true.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Because I was about to ask,
Like,
have y'all, ooh,
I'm just saying.
oh, okay.
Some women love anal. Some women love to swallow.
Shit.
Yeah, that's true. Some women
This is
don't.
right.
Yeah,
And some women don't.
Yeah.
that's
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
That's true.
So it
That's
really
true.
depends on that person. Some women would say anal is a hard no. Some women would say swallowing is a hard
And
no.
I also think it depends on who you're doing it with.
Right.
100%.
If you feel comfortable with that person, with
Ooh.
doing certain things with, because
Yes.
I have a situation where, you know what, this guy asked me, I'm like, no, but other dudes, I'm like, you know what, yes, let's do it. It all depends on your comfort zone.
It depends on your comfort, and it also depends
Absolutely.
on how well he treats you.
Absolutely.
And then I'm sure if that guy heard about that story, like,
Yeah.
what? You did it for that shit hurt. That shit
Right.
hurt. And next thing a while that she told you,
Yeah.
how many times she did it for somebody? Really?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Let me go in this corner and cry.
Right. No, it's true, it's true.
Yep.
Okay.
You want some clip notes?
So have y'all ever done anything with the guy that y'all just like, I'm only doing this for you? Like this is strictly for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna just oh, you're not gonna
And then
I need details.
Hold on. Lisa said, yeah.
And then kept moving.
He was like, yeah, and that's
Y'all-
on that.
first of
I'm
all,
leaving it there,
y'all
and
said-
that's
y'all said
it.
it so fast. I was like, yeah.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm leaving it there.
Alright. We gonna let that one slide.
no.
That part went in the contract, so you know. We're gonna let that one rock.
I did it with that person because I really cared about that person.
Correct.
Now if I meet somebody else and I care about you and we're like serious, I might
consider it.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. It depends on the guy.
But-
It depends on where
right.
you are. But
Mhm.
every man doesn't get the same treatment.
Right.
Well, yeah, rightfully so. They have to work for their, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get the rankings up.
Yeah.
I totally
And that
get
goes
that.
for us too.
But that's
Absolutely.
how, but that's how it should be. But one thing I hate that I hear a lot of women say, they say, "Oh, I was at a different point in my life then."
No.
Really? So
guess
for
some
the
women, that's
same
true.
fuck
Well,
nigga that fucked you over, you
because
did
we all
everything for
grow.
him, and now me that you love, you ain't doing.
You know what? But it's a different point in her life because she probably didn't love herself enough. because you're saying she fucked him over, he fucked her over, right?
Well,
so she was
yeah.
probably at a point in her life where she was probably
Trying to
still
keep
figuring
him
herself
and-
out, doing whatever it took to make this relationship work, and he did everything he could to show you ain't going nowhere until she was just done.
And then for
Yeah.
the next
You know,
man,
and
she's
then
like,
for the
I
next man, she's
gotta
like,
build
you know
trust
what?
with you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep
Right,
doing
right,
it.
right.
So
because you're right.
she's gonna let her. She's gonna hold.
So you can't
herself
hold
back.
that against you.
Yeah.
Against her, she still has some healing to do.
Yeah.
Okay. That one.
And a lot of people don't see healing before they meet the next person, and that's
See, that's the problem. That's the downfall.
If you're not fully healed,
And that's
let
for
me
men
know,
and
please.
women.
So
That-
I
And
know.
that's for men and
No,
women,
that's
yeah.
right.
And
No,
then
that's
I know
right.
how
There's
to
a lot of
move.
damaged men in this
And I know
world.
how to
Oh,
move
100%.
with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
all right, this is how you
Right.
feel. Thank you for letting me know. I know how to move, but don't just surprise me. Cause yeah.
Exactly.
Nah.
No.
That's real. That's real.
And I
But
respect
some
that,
people,
absolutely.
don't know how to just
Some people
be
think that
single
they're
and
ready.
find
Right.
themselves and
Right,
then move
right.
on. Some people jump from relationship to relationship.
And I used to be that girl.
happens when people.
But
don't
you've
even
learned
know
from that, right?
Because
Oh,
I was.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Say that again.
That happens when people don't even realize how hurt they are. Or
That's
how
true.
they feel.
They don't
Because
talk
they're
about
You
it.
know why?
jumping.
Because they're looking
Yeah.
for whatever they're missing in that next person because they don't want to feel that hurt.
Exactly.
You know, so you
jumping
keep
from place to
jumping and
place to
jumping and
place,
jumping,
trying
hoping
to
somebody's going to fill that
something
void.
And it,
Right.
Yeah.
You can only fulfill it in yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
So
why
a
you
lot of
shouldn't
us
date.
don't understand that.
You shouldn't date while vulnerable.
I was gonna say
We're always
that.
vulnerable
Well,
though.
we, I
We're
mean,
women.
you
We're naturally vulnerable.
Well, I
Not
think-
human. No, we're human. Every human
I
is
just
gonna
feel
be
like
vulnerable.
it's a human
I
trait.
think
Yeah.
men-
No, it
That's
is a
what it
trait,
is.
but like you said, I think it's a way you can mask it.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But I think
So,
men are probably better at masking it because they were taught
Right.
not to show certain emotions.
that's true. That's
Whereas
true.
women are taught to be more open with their emotions,
Yeah.
more, vulnerable.
Yeah, that's true.
And
But
that
I
is
think
weak.
now in 2019 though, the new generation of women, they try to be a little different with that. They try to be more.
I think in a lot of ways the roles have reversed a lot.
Yeah.
The women are now
Yeah.
masking a lot and the men are more, oh my God.
Yo, can I
Over me?
Nah. Can I tell a story real quick?
Because believe me,
No. Can I tell a story with
Story time.
with sensitive men, right? And you'll remember it once I start telling it. So this girl I used to deal with, it was probably like maybe 6 years ago. And maybe like a year ago, she was texting me, hey, how you been? Blah, 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 blah. We catching up or whatever. Casual. She's like, hey, let's hang out. I was pretty much curving her. Whatever.
Agenda.
You know what I'm saying? So then, maybe like a week after that, I get a random phone call. Yeah, hello? Is this Divine? I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, you was talking to such and such? I'm like, yeah.
I was like that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
he's
it's a
talking
guy.
as a
It's a
man?
guy. A guy, yeah, this is a guy. But no. It wasn't even on no rah-rah.
Okay.
It wasn't even on no rah-rah. It was just hey, I seen my girl was texting you, blah, 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 blah. And I understood, I seen what y'all said and you wasn't even on it.
Yeah.
She was really up on you, like pushing on you. And I'm like, yeah. And he was just like, and I know you have to deal with each other, but we going through some hard times. How can I deal with this? I said, what?
But wait, ask
You're
her.
calling me for
Why are you
advice?
asking me?
This is what I'm
Ask
saying.
her.
Like my man, I started feeling a little bad. I was like, bro, you
Don't
gotta
feel
get a
bad.
drink.
He's a grown ass man.
Nah, I know, but that
Yeah,
was
that's
wild to me.
crazy.
I was like, that's some new.
Well, he couldn't go to his girl, right? Because his
Yeah.
girl is seeking whatever she's missing there
Yeah.
from other people.
But wow.
But that makes him that he's so insecure right
Right.
now.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
But you know what?
But
Yeah.
he loved her a lot.
Exactly.
No,
He loved her a lot.
he did.
Yeah.
And
Come on,
I
cinnamon apple.
He's willing to do whatever it took, even to the next dude. Like, dude,
Yo.
you got something I ain't got. What you got?
Yeah.
No, but I was real, and
Wow.
I was just like, yo, y'all obviously care about each other. Just work
Y'all
that shit
figure
out,
it
and I left
out,
it at
yeah.
that. Like, work it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not that simple, though.
Cause he even asked me, he was like, yo, like, how do I deal with this? I'm like, yo, you going through it, bro. Like, you be alright, you be good. And I just left it at that.
But I think a lot of times, too, people don't love themselves enough to know when to walk away.
Ding,
That's
ding, ding,
true.
ding, ding, ding.
That's real.
And at a certain point, and that's why
You gotta walk
hurt
away.
people jump into other relationships and they start to hurt other people.
Exactly.
Other people
Right.
hurt people,
Exactly.
right?
Hurt people.
They really do.
I'll be looking for that clip. I'll be looking for that clip.
Right.
But it's true. Like, hurt people really do
It's
hurt
true.
people, and you project those feelings that you have from someone else onto the next person, and they don't deserve it, and then it's.
And sometimes they don't
a
even
cycle.
realize it.
Right. A lot of times we don't.
But sometimes they
Yeah.
do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's when they do that makes it that much more hurtful.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
The
you
person
know
is
how this
aware.
person made you feel. Why would you do that to me?
Somebody else.
Okay, so
yeah.
let's have a quick moment about toxic relationships.
Mm.
Because obviously we crawled into that. When do you know to get out of a toxic relationship? It doesn't matter, because I mean, I've seen people and you know, it could be verbal, it could be abuse, anything under the sun that's toxic in your life. But you know what I'm saying, you feel like you can't walk away at that moment. And I guess it takes people to get you out. And the reason why I say this is because I have a friend is always in a toxic relationship. She's smart, she's beautiful, she's a go-getter, she's all about her family. And she dealt with this asshole that literally takes advantage of her.
That makes me sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
But when she tells me the stories about it, you answer your questions as you.
She's afraid to be alone.
Yeah.
No, she is a serial dater, and sometimes she is a serial to be alone. But I think she's building a little bit of courage, but it's not enough because he knows her well enough to say the things that keep her
gonna draw her back in.
And draw her back in.
And that's where it goes back to loving yourself enough to know.
And sometimes
when
it
to
takes
let go.
years on years for people to actually leave.
So
sometimes people don't ever leave.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you.
And then it goes to the kids.
Because
See, that's something that needs to stop too. Because whatever the parent is going through, it passes on to the kid. Like
And
that's
a
a
lot
real
of people
thing.
use their kids as therapists. Like,
Yeah.
these kids don't need to know what's going on.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that's a big thing.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Exactly.
Anybody can answer this question. Have anyone been in a relationship that it was toxic that you like? When did you, if you was in a toxic relationship, when did you know you was ready to move on?
I would lie.
What?
Fighting a girl.
Yeah,
It
that's.
was a relationship that she was physically abusive, and I didn't. In my mind, I'm like, I'd never be in a situation like that. Punch her in your face, you're gonna hit me.
Yeah.
She hit me, and I was stunned, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But it wasn't until the people who I had in my life were stronger for me than I was for myself. And
that's
support.
So you have support
big.
system.
Yeah, that support system
That's
is-
amazing.
Yeah,
though.
that's
That's
very
amazing.
We'll have that.
Yeah,
That's very true.
I was like, I had enough courage to say, you're not coming with me.
Right,
I
right.
do not want this anymore. And she still was kind of turned into a stalker. She would try to find me, whatever. And the last confrontation we had, I decided to fight back. And I cut my hand up. I did a whole bunch of damage to myself. But it was like, I'm not living like this. Either
Yeah.
You fought for your life. You fought for your life.
You gonna die or I'm gonna die.
Right,
You
right.
fought for your life. Yeah.
But the big thing about that is you actually spoke up.
Yeah.
A lot of people
don't.
put in their back pocket, like, I don't want nobody in my family to know that I'm going through this because,
Right. I have a friend who's like that right now.
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure all through their life, they're like, I would never be in that situation like you were saying.
And then you're in it. It's like,
And
what do
I
I
can't
do?
tell
I've
nobody.
learned over the
And that's not
years,
even my
never say never.
personality.
That whole never
Right.
say never thing is real. Because
Right,
you
right.
never know until you're put in that situation.
Right.
You have no idea what you would do in that situation.
Right.
Especially when you love that
So you
person.
can't
You have
judge
kids with
people.
that person.
Right,
You don't know.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Right.
don't.
So
Yeah.
it took
Wow.
other people being strong for me, for me
For
to be
you
strong
to-
for myself, and then realize, okay, well, they love me well enough to see that this is wrong. Why don't I
I love
love myself
myself.
enough
Yeah.
to figure
Right.
out that I don't deserve this at all?
And for me, it was with
Shout
my
out to you for
father.
walking
Yeah,
away
not for
though.
real.
Shout
I'm glad you got
shout
out of
to
that.
you.
Not for
Yeah.
real. That's big. That's
Yeah.
big. Nah,
Yeah,
that's
that's big.
I figured
Oh,
that out
little.
fast.
A little.
Wait, and that was one of my first relationships with a woman, so I was just like, is this what you should do?
Relationships are a lot.
Welcome.
It's longer than years.
That's what I'm like.
They're very
Welcome.
tumultuous. They're very tumultuous. It can be very toxic when you have two females together as opposed to a man and a woman.
Yeah.
We're
I don't
able
think
to
it differs,
incite more
actually.
pain
I don't
on each
think so.
other. You don't think so? I don't
I
know.
absolutely don't.
From-
I think
well,
it's
most
about the
women, I think.
person. And honestly, I know people like astrology don't matter, but I do
No, it
think
really
it
does.
matters.
Yeah,
I
it
do
really
think
does.
certain signs just
Don't
don't
match,
mesh.
yeah.
They just don't.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to. But it's. I like Chinese astrology versus, I guess, whatever the American astrology is, whatever that's called, whatever. But I feel like Chinese astrology kind of captures the whole person
Right.
versus regular astrology that these
That we-
Aunt
yeah.
Cleo
Yeah.
does or whatever.
Right,
yeah, Miss Cleo. Call me now.
Call me now for your free tarot reading.
I used to love that commercial. 1-800 Miss Cleo. The whole fraud. But we love it. The whole fraud. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
man.
definitely serving some years
She
on
do
that.
that.
I don't think it's a man-woman thing though. I think it's about that person and what they may have endured in their lives. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like for instance, I have family members who I've grown up in the same house with, but we kind of evolved differently. You know, they're still stuck in that same
Mentality.
ghetto
bro.
mindset, whereas I'm like, I don't like the way that made me feel.
Right.
I'm gonna go this way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so it's
something you have
real.
to learn.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
You have to
different
learn.
people. Everybody breaks differently.
No, you're right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So, and it really is about the person. I
I
don't think it's
never wanna finish. They quit that talking, you should get right back to business. Girl, you suck me like you're supposed to, know it feel good. The way she throwing that ass, I wanna throw some ones on. Just do it for baby, do it for baby, just do it for
You're able to slim me down on that camera.
Slim you down.
All of us.
I'm pulling in.
Be like, I'm trying to
Oh, wait a minute. Slim you down wide.
I was gonna come in with a mask on. Remember?
I just want you to love me all night long. Hold me close.
Alright, the camera's hot, so just be natural. Just be natural.
Wait, I'm not doing that.
Does that make it not natural? Be natural.
They are. Me, sorry.
I'm cracking like it too.
Like for daddy, she cooked the meals for daddy. Wash the clothes for daddy. Clean the house for daddy.
Which one's the drink, Rachel? I got that Jizzak, I got that Goose, I got some red, and I got some white.
I think I'm gonna be dark tonight. So you might want to give me the. What is that?
Join us.
Would you like it with Coke or ginger ale?
Put some ginger ale in it.
Yes, join us.
Way she throwing that ass, I wanna throw some ones on. Just do it for baby,